Okay, first of all, good morning to all of you. By the grace of great Vaheguru and great Dhandas Shri Ramdas ji, let us start. Our today's topic is X-ray, diffraction and Bragg's law. Okay, X-ray diffraction. What do you mean by diffraction?
Bending of light.
Diffraction means bending of light. See, actually what happens in the crystal, when the X-ray will incident on the crystal, then the light will get scattered in all directions by the atoms. Okay. So what we assume that in a crystal there is a set of planes. There is a set of parallel planes, and these planes are also called Bragg's planes. So these planes are also called Bragg planes. These are the atoms. These are the atoms which are showing in the plane. This plane is parallel to this plane. So we can say that in a crystal there is a set of the parallel planes. And what is small d? Small d is the interplanar spacing between the two planes. और we can say that distance between the two planes. दो planes में इतना distance है. समझ आया कि नहीं आया? ठीक है. तो एक लाइन लिखिए X-ray can be see, it has been discovered by the two scientists. The scientist name is W.H. Bragg and W.L. Bragg. W.H. Bragg and W.L. Bragg. These are the scientists who basically discovered this. Okay, so please write. These scientists W.H. Bragg and W.L. Bragg discovered that X-rays can be regularly reflected. X-rays can be regularly deflected. X-rays can be regularly reflected. Okay, X-rays can be regularly reflected by the cleavage planes of the crystal. By the cleavage planes of the crystal. By the cleavage planes of the crystal. Number 2. These cleavage planes are successive atomic planes. These cleavage planes are successive atomic planes. Successive का मतलब ये plane number 1, this is plane number 2, this is plane number 3. These cleavage planes are successive atomic planes, and these are also called Bragg's plane. These are also called, please write. These are also called Bragg's plane. Benedict, are you getting this? Okay, this is very simple topic. Okay, these are called Bragg's planes. Hence, a crystal may be regarded as consisting of stack of. Stack का मतलब क्या होता है? Stack. What's the meaning of stack? Stack का मतलब जैसे बोरी नहीं लगी होती गोदाम में. Stack को क्या बोलते हैं? Stacking. क्या बोलते हैं? जैसे अनाज की बोरियां लगी होती है ना, जैसे सीमेंट की बोरियां लगी होती है, that is called a process of stacking. ठीक है, वो मशीन. ठीक है, जैसे stacking means arrangement. Stacking means arrangement of something. As we do stacking for the cement bags, that has been done by the machines, है ना? That has been done by the machines or manual also. इंसान भी करते हैं, machines भी करती है. ठीक है, that process called a stack. तो ये क्या है? स्टैकिंग है. ये क्या है? स्टैकिंग है. किसकी? प्लेन्स की. ऐसे लग रहा है प्लेन के नीचे प्लेन के नीचे प्लेन, जब प्लेन के ऊपर प्लेन रखा. ठीक है. स्टैक ऑफ सेवरल पैरेलल प्लेन्स. स्टैक ऑफ पैरेलल प्लेन्स. Stack of several parallel planes of atoms. ठीक है, these are called atoms. These dots are called atoms. ठीक है, stack of several parallel planes of the atoms. तो ये इसने माना. This is the assumption. ठीक है, उसने देखा है. Next point. Each plane in the given set has the same distribution of atoms. Each plane in the given set has same distribution of atoms. Each plane in the given set has same distribution of atoms. Okay. Next point, when X-ray is incident on a crystal, when X-ray is incident on a crystal, what will happen? Benedict, what will happen? When this X-ray will, this is called X-ray. This is called a X-ray. When the X-ray will fall on the crystal, what will happen? What will happen? What will happen? It will scatter. It will scatter or reflected. Okay. When a X-ray beam is incident on a crystal, comma, each atom in the crystal, each scatter कौन करता है? एटम करता है. कौन करता है? प्लेन के बीच में जो एटम बैठा है वो करता है. Each atom in a crystal scatter a portion of incident beam. Scatter a portion of incident beam. Scatter a portion of incident beam. Scatter a portion of incident beam and scattered wave will travel in all directions. And scattered wave will travel in all directions. So this is the net scattering. So this is the net scattering. So this is the net scattering by the atoms. So this is the net scattering by the atoms in terms of diffraction. In terms of diffraction by the crystal plane. Diffraction by the crystal plane. Diffraction by, this is nothing but this is diffraction by the crystal plane. ये क्या हो रही है? diffraction हो रही है. लाइट आ रही है, एटम्स उसको क्या करते हैं? रिफ्लेक्ट कर देते हैं, डायफ्रैक्ट कर देते हैं. So this is called a incident light. This is called a diffracted light. So we can say this is called incident light. This is called a incident light or incident X-ray, and this is called a diffracted light or diffracted X-ray. Okay. कौन कर रहा है? एटम्स. कौन कर रहा है? डायफ्रैक्शन कौन कर रहा है बेटा? एटम्स. प्लेन्स. ठीक है, प्लेन्स के बीच में एटम बैठे हैं. So this diffraction is done by the several planes of atoms. Okay. ठीक है. देखो एटम पे लाइट स्ट्राइक कर रही है ना, तो एटम कर रहा है. ठीक है. एटम किसमें है? प्लेन. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. अब आपको पता है जब कोई भी लाइट डायफ्रैक्ट होती है, व्हाट विल हैपन? तो आगे जाके क्या होता है? देयर इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ सुपरपोजिशन और इंटरफेरेंस. ओके. सो देयर कैन बी टू पॉसिबिलिटी, आइदर कंस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफेरेंस विल बी टेक प्लेस और डिस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफेरेंस विल बी टेक प्लेस. तो कंस्ट्रक्टिव कब होती है? द कंस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफेरेंस विल टेक प्लेस व्हेन द पाथ डिफरेंस ऑफ दीस टू लाइट वेव्स will be the integral multiple of the wavelength. अगर n lambda की इक्वल होगा पाथ डिफरेंस तो क्या होगा? कंस्ट्रक्टिव होगा. I get my point. See, for constructive interference, this is the condition for constructive interference. For constructive interference, path difference is equal to n lambda. Path difference is equal to n lambda. Path difference is equal to n lambda. But what is path difference? Path difference means कि कोई एक वेव दूसरे से कितनी आगे चल रही है. See, I'll tell you what's the meaning of path difference and how to calculate the path difference. Okay, path difference. Path difference. See, let us say this is the point. From this point to waves. Okay. Let us say this is O, this is point A, this is point B. See, these are the two rays. These are the two rays that is emitted from a source point O. तो आप बताइए, which ray travels a large distance? OB. OB rays travels a large distance. So what's the path difference between OA and OB? So how to calculate the path difference? See, no. See, whenever we have to calculate the path difference, please drop a perpendicular. Please drop a perpendicular from this point to this point, this 90 degree. This is a perpendicular. Now see, this is, let us say this is C. Now what is the path difference? OA is equal to OC. OA is equal to OC. OA is equal to OC. So what is the extra path difference? What is the extra path? BC. So BC is the path. BC is the path difference between OA and between OA and OB. I'll give you another example. Let us say this is a point which is between. Let us say this is a point which is between this ray and this ray. Okay. Let us say this is O, this is A, this is B. What is the path difference between OA and OB? Again draw a perpendicular. So this is a 90 degree. So this BC is the path. BC is the path. BC is the path. Now you know how to calculate the path difference. Path difference is the extra path. Path difference is the कोई आदमी कितनी दूसरे आदमी से कितना आगे चला है. लेट अस से मैं अगर 5 मीटर चला हूं तो दूसरा आदमी 7 मीटर चला गया, तो व्हाट्स द पाथ डिफरेंस मी एंड दैट पर्सन? 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5. So how to calculate in terms of rays? Please drop a perpendicular. Please drop a perpendicular. ठीक है. जहां पे perpendicular drop करते हैं इसका मतलब OA is equal to क्या हो गया? OA is equal to क्या हो गया? OC. लेट अस से अगर OE है 5 units, तो उसी भी कितना होगा? 5 units. What is BC? BC is the extra path. BC is the extra path traveled by a ray OB. Traveled by a ray OB. Okay. So this is how we can calculate a path difference. See. Now see, these are the incident X-rays. These are the incident X-rays which are striking on a two atoms of the same planes. These are the two. This is a parallel beam. This is a parallel beam of X-rays which are incident on a two atoms of the same plane. ये दोनों atoms क्या हैं? These two atoms belongs to a same plane. When are you getting this? These two atoms belongs to the same plane. Now what will happen? Diffraction, or we can say reflection of light will take place. Diffraction will take place, and AB will diffracted along AB will diffracted along BC, and DE is diffracted along EF. What is theta? Theta is called angle of incidence. And what is theta prime? That is called angle of reflection or angle of diffraction. Angle of reflection. So this is a parallel beam. This is called incident X-ray. This is called a diffracted X-rays. This is a parallel beam. Okay. Now can you tell me what is the path? See, what is the path difference between this and this? These two light rays. See, yes. What I will do? I will draw a perpendicular from E to this light AB. So EH, and from B I will draw a perpendicular on EF, that is BG. On a BG. So see, this is the extra path. This is the extra path traveled by the two light rays. This is the extra path traveled by the two light rays. See, this one, this, and this. This is the extra path. This is the extra path traveled by the two light rays. Okay. Now see what will happen. This is called as scattered X-rays or diffracted X-rays. Now see, these two light rays, BC and EF, they will be coherent. They will be coherent and will produce constructive interference when they will be in phase. They will be in phase. And what is in phase? In phase means when their path difference is 0. In phase means when their path difference is 0. When their path difference is 0, and when the path difference will be 0, when these two angles will be equal. So theta is equal to theta prime. This is nothing but this is the law of reflection. This is nothing but this is the law of reflection. So please write. This is the overall. Now let us write few lines. Bragg. So this is nothing but this is called a phenomena of X-ray diffraction. This is a phenomena of X-ray diffraction. Okay, how the X-ray get diffracted from the different planes, from the different atoms of by the different planes, or we can say different atoms of the planes. Okay, this is called the X-ray diffraction. So please write some figure. Please write Bragg's. Bragg's made a simple. Bragg gives the simplification about this. as appending below. Bragg gives the simplification as appending below. Point number 1. Any crystal may be regarded as regular stack. Any crystal may be regarded as regular stack of atomic planes. Regular stack of atomic planes. Number 2, these atomic planes ये कैसे काम कर रहे हैं? ये ऐसे काम कर रहे हैं जैसे ये क्या होगा कि मिरर, सेमी ट्रांसपेरेंट मिरर. These crystal planes may be regarded as semi transparent mirror. May be regarded as semi transparent mirror for the X-rays. For the X-rays. Who discovered the X-ray? Roentgen. Roentgen is the scientist who basically discovered this. The atomic planes act like a semi-transparent mirror for X-rays. Number 3, X-ray reflected or diffracted. X-ray reflected or diffracted from different planes. From the successive atomic planes. Would interfere constructively or destructively. Depending upon their path difference. Depending upon their path difference. See, next point. When the path difference is equal to L lambda. Next point. When the path difference is equal to L lambda, this is the condition of constructive interference. When the path difference is equal to L lambda, integral multiple of wavelength, that is called a constructive interference, and will give a bright spot. In that direction. Now coming to this problem, coming to diagram number 2, this is a figure 2. Okay. Now see, this is the parallel beam of X-rays which is falling on the two atoms of the same plane. And this is the scattered X-rays, or we can say reflected or diffracted X-rays. Okay. Now these X-rays are diffracted along path EF and BC. And let us say lambda is the wavelength of the incident X-ray. Okay. So please write. AB and D is called parallel incident beam of X-ray. AB and D is called parallel beam of incident X-ray. EF and BC is called diffracted X-rays. And this diffraction is due to the two atoms. ये वाले दो atoms, ये वाला और ये वाला, is due to the two atoms by the same plane. Next point, the rays BC and EF, the diffracted X-rays BC and EF are coherent and give constructive interference कब देंगे constructive interference? कब देंगे? When कौन सी कंडीशन होगी बेटा? जब दोनों का फेज क्या होगा? सेम. When they are in the same phase. कौन सी वाली? BC और EF. when BC and EF they are in the same phase, then they are going to produce a constructive interference, means a bright spot. Okay, so this is nothing but this is called a X-ray diffraction. This is called a X-ray diffraction. So please write when they are in the same phase, that is, और वो सेम फेज में कब होंगे, वो सेम फेज में कब होंगे जब BH और EG क्या होंगे, इक्वल. जब BG और EG क्या होंगे, इक्वल. So please write this condition will occur when BH and EG, जब ये वाला BH और EG क्या हो जाएंगे, सेम. समझ आएगी नहीं आएगी? I mean to say जितना पाथ let us say this is जितना पाथ इस रे नंबर 1 रे नंबर 2, जितना पाथ एक्स्ट्रा पाथ 1 ने ट्रेवल किया उतना ही एक्स्ट्रा पाथ 2 ने ट्रेवल किया. तो इसने कितना ट्रेवल किया, EG, और इसने कितना किया, BH. जब ये क्या हो जाएंगे, इक्वल. मान लीजिए अगर BH है 2 यूनिट्स तो EG भी कितना होना चाहिए, 2 यूनिट्स होना चाहिए. तभी क्रेस्ट पे क्रेस्ट फॉल होगा और ट्रफ पे ट्रफ. अगर ये हो गया 2 और ये हो गया 3 तो आगे पीछे हो जाएगा. तो फिर क्या होगा, क्रेस्ट पे क्रेस्ट विल नॉट फॉल. I get your point. So what is the condition of phase? What is the condition of phase or what is the condition of constructive interference? क्या होगा जब पाथ डिफरेंस क्या होगा उनका, सेम होगा. I mean to say when BH and EG are equal. When BH and EG are equal, and they will be equal only. They will be equal only if this angle and this angle will be same. And this angle, when this angle is equal to same. And what is this angle? This is called a angle of incidence, and this is called a angle of reflection, or angle of reflection, or angle of diffraction. So this is called a angle of reflection. So I need to say, let us say this is condition 1, and this is condition 2. See, condition 1 will follow कब होगी? Yes, when 2 will follow. जब एंगल सेम हो जाएगा तो पाथ क्या हो जाएगा, ऑटोमेटिकली सेम हो जाएगा, कॉन्सेप्ट सेम हो जाएगा. Are you getting my point? When I take, are you follow this? When these two angles are same, then this path BH and EG will automatically be same. And when the path will be same, then we will say both light waves are in the same phase. Same phase mean constructive interference. Constructive interference means bright spot. Means bright spot. So this is the X-ray diffraction by the two atoms in the same plane. By the two atoms in the same plane. Okay. Now we will do the next when the X-ray diffraction from the two successive plane. एक डायफ्रैक्शन यहाँ से होगी, एक डायफ्रैक्शन यहाँ से होगी, अलग अलग. यहाँ पे डायफ्रैक्शन क्या हो रही है, यहाँ पे डायफ्रैक्शन हो रही है, दो एटम्स कर रहे हैं और सेम प्लेन के कर रहे हैं. अगले डायग्राम में क्या क्या पढ़ेंगे, एक यहाँ से पढ़ेंगे और एक यहाँ से पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है, तो ये अगले में कर. See in the next diagram, what we will do, these are the atomic planes, and small d is called the interplanar spacing, or the distance between the two planes. This is called plane MN, this is called plane PQ, this is plane RS. ठीक है, so this is a parallel beam, this is a parallel incident beam of X-rays. Okay, this is called angle of incidence, this is the angle of reflection, and this is called a reflected beam or a diffracted beam. This is called a diffracted X-rays. Diffracted X-rays. Okay, now see, here the diffraction will take place from the two successive planes. Here the diffraction will take place is happening on by the two different atoms of the two successive planes. दो अलग एटम से दो different atoms के द्वारा हो रही है. ठीक है, तो ये देखिए, this is the incident ray number 1, this is incident ray number 2. तो जब ये strike कर रही है तो देखो, these are the diffracted ray. Now we have to calculate what is the path difference. What is the path difference between these two diffracted X-rays, BC and EF? BC and EF. For calculating the path difference, what I will do? I will drop a perpendicular. I will drop a perpendicular BG on this ray number 2 and BH on the EF. Okay. So what is the path? Extra path. What is the extra path? See, what is the extra path between these two rays? Rays number 1 and 2. See, GE and EH. GE and EH is the extra part. GE and EH is the extra part. Extra part. ठीक है, taken by these two rays. So GE plus EH will give me a path difference. Will give me the path difference between the two rays EC and EF. So delta is equal to GE and plus EH. That's question number 1. ठीक है, ये एक्स्ट्रा पाथ है. अब देखिए ये परपेंडिकुलर है, ये क्या है परपेंडिकुलर, ये 90 है तो ये भी 90 होगा. अगर ये 90 है, ये एंगल थीटा है, ये एंगल क्या है थीटा, और लेट अस अज्यूम दैट दिस एंगल इज अल्फा. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ थीटा प्लस अल्फा इज इक्वल टू क्या हुआ 90 डिग्री. तो आई मीन टू से एंगल सी, एंगल एबीजी क्या होगा 90. अगर एंगल एबीजी 90 हुआ इसका मतलब थीटा प्लस अल्फा क्या हो गया 90. दिस इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. ठीक है, नाउ सी दिस BE इज नॉर्मल टू, अलग से बना दो. ये जो BE है ये किसके नॉर्मल है, ये इसके नॉर्मल है. देखो ये 90, ये नॉर्मल 90, ये किसके नॉर्मल है MNP, इसके नॉर्मल है MNP. ठीक है, प्लेन MNP इसके नॉर्मल है. इसका मतलब जो है MBE, व्हेयर इज MBE, MBE तो ये एंगल कितना हुआ 90, मतलब ये सारा क्या हुआ 90. इसका मतलब ये 90 हुआ तो ये अल्फा प्लस ये एंगल क्या है थीटा, तो ये भी क्या हुआ इसकी इक्वल हुआ 90. ठीक है, ठीक है, अल्फा प्लस GBE, अल्फा प्लस GBE इज इक्वल टू 90 हुआ. तो दोनों को कंपेयर करो तो हमारा GB कितना आया थीटा, कितना आया थीटा आ गया. तो इस वजह से मैंने क्या लिखा है इसको थीटा लिखा. समझ आई क्लियर. ये 90 तो ये भी 90, ये 90 इसका मतलब अगर ये अल्फा है तो ये अल्फा प्लस थीटा, अल्फा प्लस एंगल GB इज इक्वल टू 90. कंपेयरिंग क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 and 3 आई एम गेटिंग अ GB इज इक्वल टू थीटा. तो सिमिलरली इस तरफ ये भी 90 है, ये 90 है, अगर ये थीटा है, ये अल्फा है तो ये भी क्या होगा थीटा होगा. तो सिमिलरली ये भी थीटा ही होगा. ठीक है, ये भी क्या होगा एंगल EBH क्या हुआ थीटा. नाउ सी दिस राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल GBE में क्या होगा, ये क्या होगा बेटा, ये ट्रायंगल बना लेते हैं, अलग से बना लेते हैं. ये ऐसा हुआ, इसको सीधी कर लेते हैं, ऐसा बना लो. देखो ये क्या है थीटा, ये क्या है परपेंडिकुलर. दिस इज B, दिस इज G, दिस इज E एंड BG हमारा BE कितना दे रखा है हमारा D, कितना दे रखा है D, है ना. ठीक है, ये देखो तो ये क्या हमारा बन गया परपेंडिकुलर, ये क्या बन गया हमारा हाइपोटेन्यूज. तो परपेंडिकुलर पर हाइपोटेन्यूज क्या होता है साइन ऑफ थीटा. तो G इज इक्वल टू D sin थीटा. इसका मतलब ये पार्ट कितना आ गया हमारा G हमारा कितना आ गया D sin थीटा. तो सिमिलरली इस ट्रायंगल में ये पार्ट भी क्या आ जाएगा D sin थीटा. तो व्हाट इज द एक्स्ट्रा पार्ट D sin थीटा प्लस D sin थीटा, दैट इज अ 2D sin थीटा. And when the part difference is equal to L lambda, this is the condition of constructive interference, means bright spot, bright spot. When the path difference is equal to L lambda, where L is called, L is 1, 2, 3 and this L is called order of diffraction. This L is called order of diffraction. ये समझ आया आपको, समझ आया. देखो ये ट्रायंगल, देखो इसको अलग से आप कर लो, अलग से. तो ये ऐसी ट्रायंगल बन गई, ये ऐसी ट्रायंगल बन गई. देखो ऐसी बनी ना, ये 90 डिग्री हो गया. ये एंगल कितना है थीटा, ये कितना है B, ये कितना है G, ये कितना है E. तो ये क्या बन गया हमारा, ये क्या बन गया हमारा, ये क्या बन गया हमारा बेस, ये परपेंडिकुलर, ये क्या बन गया हाइपोटेन्यूज. तो परपेंडिकुलर तो हमारा क्या होगा GE और बेस हाइपोटेन्यूज कितना होगा D. तो GE अपॉन D हमें क्या देगा साइन ऑफ थीटा. तो सिमिलरली इस ट्रायंगल में तो GH किसके आ गए, ये भी D sin थीटा ही आ गया. ठीक है, तो D, सो दिस इज द एक्स्ट्रा पार्ट GE प्लस EH कितना होगा D sin थीटा प्लस D sin थीटा, दैट इज द 2D sin थीटा. And when the part difference is equal to the integral multiple of the lambda, L lambda, then that is a condition of a constructive interference and we are getting a bright spot. And this question number 5. This question number 5 is called Bragg's law. This is called a Bragg's law or expression. This is called a Bragg's law or Bragg's expression. This is very very important. This is very very important equation. Bragg's equation or Bragg's law or Bragg's expression. It has three names. इसको ब्रैग इक्वेशन भी बोलते हैं, ब्रैग्स लॉ भी बोलते हैं और ब्रैग्स एक्सप्रेशन भी बोलते हैं. समझ आया? ठीक है. देखो हिंदी में बता रहा हूँ बेटा, यहाँ पे इंसिडेंट एक्सरेज आ रही है, दो अलग अलग एटम्स के दो अलग अलग प्लेस पे एक एटम्स पे स्ट्राइक कर रही है. जब वो इंसिडेंट करती है तो क्या होती है? इट गेट रिफ्लेक्टेड बैक और इट गेट डायफ्रैक्टेड अलोंग दिस पाथ. नाउ व्हाट वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट? वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द पाथ डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीस टू रेज. So for calculation पाथ डिफरेंस कैलकुलेट करने के लिए हम क्या करते हैं? यहाँ से परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉप करते हैं, क्योंकि हमें GE कैलकुलेट करना है. क्या कैलकुलेट करना है? GE और EH. तो GE कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉप किया, ज्योमेट्री लगाई, तो GE हमारा कितना आ गया? D sin थीटा. इसी तरह से ज्योमेट्री लगाई तो हमारा EH कितना आ गया? D sin थीटा. तो दोनों को ऐड किया तो कितना आ गया? D sin थीटा प्लस D sin थीटा 2D sin थीटा. तो व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट? पाथ डिफरेंस. When the path difference is equal to L lambda, this is the condition of constructive interference. और हमें क्या मिलेगा? We are getting a bright spot. हमें क्या मिलेगा? Bright spot. जैसे आपने 10+2 में पढ़ा होगा, इंटरफेरेंस पढ़ी है कि नहीं पढ़ी है? सुपरपोजिशन ऑफ टू वेव्स. अगर क्रेस्ट प्लस क्रेस्ट और ट्रफ प्लस ट्रफ होता है तो क्या होता है? ब्राइट स्पॉट होता है. अगर क्रेस्ट प्लस ट्रफ होता है तो क्या होता है? डार्क स्पॉट. तो पहली कंडीशन को क्या बोलते हैं? कंस्ट्रक्टिव सुपरपोजिशन. दूसरी को क्या बोलते हैं? डिस्ट्रक्टिव सुपरपोजिशन. कंस्ट्रक्शन का मतलब बढ़ना, डिस्ट्रक्शन का मतलब उजड़ना, खत्म, बर्बाद हो जाना. ठीक है. So I think this is all about the Bragg's law and X-ray diffraction. So these are very hot and important topic as far as the exams are concerned. अगर एग्जाम में सिलेबस में जो है तो ये डेफिनेटली आएगा ही आएगा. 100,000% will definitely ask by the examiner what is meant by X-ray diffraction and what is meant by Bragg's law. So this is all about from that for the today's lecture. Benedict, any doubt? For Hindi students, any doubt? समझ आया? It's quite easy. If you have any kind of difficulty तो आप पूछ सकते हो, अभी पूछ सकते हो. समझ आया आपको? ठीक है. तो कई बार 2 मार्क्स में क्वेश्चन आता है, आता है कि व्हाट इज द कंडीशन ऑफ ब्रैग्स लॉ. तो आपने क्या लिखना है? 2D sin theta is equal to L lambda. Just state Bragg's law. What is Bragg's law? 2D sin theta is equal to L lambda. Where n is equal to 1, 2, 3 and n is called order of. अगले लेक्चर में इस पे और डिस्कस करेंगे Bragg's law और Bragg's स्पेक्ट्रोमीटर में. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू.